Hello, hello, hello! We are live with today's stream, so I'm just going to share that on all the social medias and then we'll hop into the game. It is Wednesday. Starting with some Animal Crossing. I don't know, I'm always pausing before when I'm like, today is, and then I just have to think, which I should always know because, I can use what games we're playing to determine that. But anyway, so start with Animal Crossing, and then going to be hopefully finally getting back to Star Wars Knights of the Republic later. I know it's been some time since I played it last. I don't remember where we're at with it. And, yeah. So let's just hop into some Animal Crossing. Which also, with Animal Crossing today, we won't have to go visit Islander, since we weren't able to order anything yesterday. June 1st, 3:43, Trantor. That's all good. I am Rick, hear me roar. I'm like a dinosaur. I will, thank you. Okay, so do we have anyone new today? Nate, Caesar, Ribot, Huggy, Punchy, Bangle, Olivia, Chow, Gwen, Goldie, Bill, and Bessie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think there's anyone new, no. Might have somebody new after we travel. Because even though we won't be going to whichever town we're currently working on for the Islander today, still Unity, I think, right? I think so. We will still be going to Pretoria to pick up some more of my money, but yeah. Let's see what we got now. Dino track from the museum. Good stuff. We will track those dinos down. Another dinosaur track. I mean, we're, hot on the trail. And some amber. So we did not find a dinosaur. The tracks led us to amber. Which, Oh, 1 hour sale, June 2nd, that's tomorrow at 12 p.m. Okay, so we're going to completely miss that. It won't interfere with anything, though. Yeah, I lost points because of all that junk I have sitting in my house at the moment because I couldn't sell anything yesterday. Ursula moved to Unity, and Tom Nook is sending Jackhammer today. Awesome. Okay. So let's grab some of the junk so we can start selling it. I guess it's not too bad. I was going to say I was a bit annoyed that we didn't get any of the big things today, only the smaller fossils, but we have so much junk in here, including 2 big fossils, that it is fine. Okay, for now we'll just grab 3 things. Oh, I still have some space in my inventory for stuff. Comes up, we'll sell. We will sell all of it yet, but got a lot of junk there. This didn't have anything, right? Just mentioned the Excite Bike, which is all good. We found that 2 days ago when we were playing. So let us go out and about. So yesterday, last 2 times in fact we played, we only found 4 fossils, so there is one that's decently well hidden. And smart money is on it being in the first quadrant. For anyone new here who doesn't know what I mean by quadrant, you divide the town up into 4 sections by the river and the cliff. That ends up into 4, not equally sized, but 4 quadrants. This is the first quadrant because this is where the houses are. And I go clockwise from there, so this is 2nd quadrant, 3rd quadrant, 4th quadrant. In the last 2 days, I only found fossils in quadrants 2, 3, and 4. I only found 4 out of 5 fossils, so the 5th one, the one I've been most likely missing the last 2 days, is probably somewhere in 1st quadrant, considering, hey, it's, like I said, it's the biggest quadrant, and we didn't find anything in it. So we need to be, you know, very observant as we're moving through it, because it could be hidden in any number of locations. Probably behind a tree or a building. I wasn't being super careful, like looking through Train Station Acre, because I don't think fossils can be in that acre. Pretty sure they can't be, in fact. Can't be in the Lake Acre either. So, just kind of, that way you don't have to be too observant for. But, yeah. Just keeping our eyes peeled. Hey. Huggy. That is indeed my name. Let's go. Just hey. Yes. Something fun to do. Well, I'm playing Animal Crossing, but it might be a bit weird for you to be playing Animal Crossing, considering you're in Animal Crossing. Kind of like whole Inception level type event. Hey, Punchy. That's Punchy's sign. Hey, Punchy. Yeah, that's it's a bit past lunch. But hey, you know, I'm not going to criticize anyone else's meal schedule. Yeah. Gotta be careful about those fishing tourney judges. Okay, no money rock there. Wait, no. Well, here is fossil number 1, but I highly doubt that's the one that I've been missing the last couple of days. Like, it does kind of blend in, like, color-wise, but even still, I think I would have... I don't think I would have missed that one twice. But it's possible. Still gotta keep my eyes open as we continue on through this quadrant, though, regardless. Oh, wait, that's probably it right there. I'm gonna wait till it zooms out to see if the tree was covering that one. Because I think that one right there is the one I've been missing. Entertain me. You can use the joystick as well, or the control stick. Yeah. Yep, that's the one I've been missing. Almost indubitably. Fossil number 2, how about you? Now does that mean I start rushing, or do I still take my time and take my chances? I mean, keep an eye out. Chao is probably around. Okay. Yep. Chao rarely ventures away from his house. Hey, Chao. How's Benowitz? Okay. You're not catching this village. Oh, that's easy. Snapping turtle. Captain might snap a little if you poke him with an oar. I mean... Ooh, classic table. How classic are we talking here? Okay. Gwen. Talk to me. Ooh, Stake Running Club. Sure. What a fiasco indeed. Okay. That's fine. I'm not sure I would actually care about joining a skateboard club. I don't really, you know, ever skateboard, so... would be a bit out of place. I don't remember the last time I, like, skateboarded in a video game, let alone in real life. Hey, the Dr. Mario! Welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing? Good to see you as well. Okay. Keep my eyes... Oh, weed. Been well, good stuff. I am well as well. Yeah. Continuing to work on my Animal Crossing 100%. Amongst various other things. Okay, let's see what's going on at Nooks today. Firstly, just out of curiosity, if I had turnips... Ooh. 57. So that would be... So that means on Sunday, turnips were being sold here for 72 bells a piece. Okay. So I guess if I had turnips, I would have had it sold them already. I'd be potentially selling them today. Although, yeah. So, respect the grind. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, been definitely making good progress. Most of the things are in the high 90s or already at 100. Wait, what? One thing in the 80s, one thing at exactly 50%, and one thing still at down 5%. But, you know, progress going nicely. Okay. NES games done last time. Ah, yes, Donkey Kong Jr. Math. It's a relatively simple one to 100%. Even by my, like, you know, ridiculous 100%ing definitions. There's only so much I could think to include for that one, for that 100%. Yeah. Okay. Bill and Bessie both? Yeah, Bessie's out. And Bill also out, so we need to keep our eyes open for Bessie and Bill so we can talk to both of them as we continue our walk about town. Goldie? Which of the percent remaining? Definitely the NES games. Definitely the NES games. because I mean, wallpaper, carpet, and clothing. That's just a matter of getting, as well as two of the furniture pieces. That's just a matter of getting to Christmas Eve and getting the stuff that I missed this past Christmas Eve. Most of the rest of the furniture, like we have the various station models, which I should be getting throughout July. The telescope getting in August, and then just post office model for maxing out my savings account, which is time consuming but not like difficult. Items, get the last one on July 4th. Music, one every Saturday. As you know, that's just a matter of not canceling Saturday streams. Villagers is down to RNG of when they move in. Islanders, that's just getting all the Islanders their furniture. I'm basically doing one of those finishing one of those every 2 days right now. I just hadn't only started working on that recently. NES games, though, is... So yeah, so most of that stuff, as you can see, is just about waiting to a specific date to do something, or waiting for something to happen. Down to RNG, but like Villagers, like I said, it's RNG when it'll happen, but it will happen. NES games means actually requiring me to, you know, get good at all of the NES games and accomplish whatever I consider 100%ing for each of them. RNG is most frustrating. I mean, it can be, but like, because like for the villager thing, that's having every villager live in this town, and basically like, so under normal circumstances, what happens is, when a villager just randomly moves in, so not counting like when a villager moves in from another town, but when a villager randomly moves in, it's always somebody you haven't had until it cycled through everyone. Then it'll again, you know, then you ignore that initial cycle through and it'll start a new cycle, but again, it'll go through everyone. Which means, in theory, you would think, I should have just, you know, gotten up to 218, gotten all of them, no problem. What I didn't realize, until all of a sudden when I think I was at 209. I think I'd initially, yeah, I had 9 left to get, and then all of a sudden a villager moved in that I had already had. Yeah, I got a duplicate when I still had 9 left. So I was like, what happened? And it took me a while to figure this out, but because, and, but I did realize it just because of the fact that, so these are the villagers I still need. Bones, Buzz, Chief, Cyrano, Liz, Pom Pom. Chief was the one that made me realize what it was. Because in the summer, villagers occasionally come to your town on weekends for camping. And I knew Chief was one of them, because Chief used to be my arch nemesis until he gave me the final camper furniture I needed, at which point I finally forgave him. So I know he was one of the campers. And now I'm like, I think the rest of them were summer campers as well. So that means that counts them in the, like, sequence. But because, you know, my whole thing is, you know, keeping a letter from each villager when they move in, well, it's counted as for the game sequence, it's not counted for my, like, whole sequence, my whole 100%ing. So, currently we're running through, you know, the entire sequence again. So it's just a matter of time until, because like I said, I had 9 left, and I've already had 3 of them move in since, so I'm just waiting for them to cycle through, but as proper villagers this time instead of campers. Now there is a slight worry that, what if, you know, one of them ends up being a camper again, and then I have to cycle through again? So, obviously there's not much I can do about that, except just, you know, hope it doesn't happen. And one thing I'm going to try doing to see if it'll help, I don't know if it will or not, but just once summer camper season starts, which is that this month or that next month? I don't think that starts until July, but I'm just never going to go into the tents I'm hoping that if by not going inside the tent, it doesn't, like, trigger the whatever and count as part of the sequence. I could be wrong about that, but that's my hope. Also, fossil number 3, just for me. So, if that doesn't work, then hey, maybe I have to wait through another sequence. If I get unlucky. Like I said, it's just 6 that I'm missing out of, 218, so decent chance that none of them will show up as campers this summer, regardless, but, we'll see how it goes. So that one's just down to waiting and just playing regularly so that we continue having, villagers cycle in and out. Okay. Hey, Olivia. Oh yeah, don't worry, Olivia. I'm actually not even going to the sale tomorrow. I'll be playing Animal Crossing later after the sale's already done. Okay, yeah. And yeah, for the furniture stuff, most of it isn't anything RNG. It's just, so the train station models, because you only get the train station model, because there's 15 train station models, and you only get the model of whatever train station your own town has. That's why I only got the one for this town, but now I have towns with all the other train stations, so that's just a matter of, in July, going and getting each of the different train station models. So that's not at all down to RNG. That's just, as long as I don't miss those days. Same thing with the telescope in August. That was just because that was something I happened to miss last year. The Christmas Eve stuff with the jingle stuff, that there is RNG involved in there, but the fact that I have 18 towns means I'd have to get really bad RNG to not get the stuff I need from all 18 of my towns. Same thing with the final item I need for July 4th. So, yeah. Anything lost? No, nothing lost. Yeah, I've pretty much got this all down to a science at this point. Then, post office model, that's the time-consuming one, because that's, maxing out my savings account, which I'm at about a quarter of the way there, which, the big thing there is I need to stop canceling Sunday morning streams. Basically, I need to stop sleeping in on Sunday, because that's what happens. Like, I sleep in on Sunday, and then when I wake up, it's like, it's late enough that I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just canceling stream today. But I need to, not be canceling. I need to be waking up earlier and not canceling those so I can, buy turnips, and then during the week sell turnips. And that's really just, either way, it's just down to time. Like, how long it, like, RNG as far as, like, what turnip prices I get to, like, have for buying them at and what I can sell them for during the week is going to determine how much time it takes to max out the savings account. But, I have 18 towns. So it's only, like, well, it will have a, effect on how quickly it happens. It's not even that big of an effect. You do, yeah. When was the official start date? January 1st, 2021. Yeah, because of last year. Or 2020, yeah. January 1st of last year. I only play on stream. That is correct. That is correct. Like, I even had it happen where, I was streaming and then my internet went down and I literally just, left the game sitting exactly where it was until the internet came back up so I could continue my stream. which was actually, if I recall correctly, that was my birthday stream, not this year, but last year. Which is really annoying that happened on my birthday. It's like, come on, Twitch. Don't go down on my... Because that was like, that was February 2nd of last year. That was, like, it wasn't like my stream. No, that wasn't my internet. That was Twitch went down. Yeah, not my internet. That was, Twitch had, like, issues on that day, and it's just like, of course it has to have issues on, you know, my birthday. But that was, you know, that was last year. This year, I think my birthday went fine. I think I streamed on my birthday. I don't even remember. That was months ago. I'm sure I streamed on my birthday. I just don't remember the specifics. Okay. My memory is pretty bad. Went back to all your streams and made clips of getting every item. I mean, that would be pretty ridiculous. I'm definitely not the only person who's gotten every item, because like there's people that do 100% speedruns, which now the 100% speedruns that people do, while they collect everything in a catalog. So I guess there's actually a couple things not in the catalog that I also did collect, or will collect. 2 that I have collected, 3 more that I plan to collect, but but people have got the majority of stuff. However, for speedruns, what they do is they use codes, like the Nook codes. So 100% speedrun, there's like, I don't know what it is, like 8 hours or something of just inputting code after code after code after code after code after code. Which, on the one hand, it's very impressive, but on the other hand, wow. But also, the 100% speedrun doesn't include, like, getting all the villagers or really doing anything with the islanders or anything with, like, the NES games other than, you know, collecting the ones in the catalog. Code stuff. I mean, like, I use the codes for the stuff that you can only get via code, but otherwise I don't use the codes. For the speedrun, I completely understand it, and even beyond that, like, I have no problem with other people using codes to get stuff. Like, it is a part of the game. But for myself, I'd rather limit my usage of codes to stuff that requires it. And someday, like, once I have 100% of the game, like, done my 100% of the game, I may at some point in the future, in fact, I'd like to at some point in the future do speedruns. And for speedruns, I would definitely, like 100% speedruns, I would definitely be using codes and such, because, you know, yeah, do it without time travel and do it I mean, the thing is, the correct way is whatever way you want to do it. I do it this way because this is the way I want to do it, but I'm not gonna, like, shame anyone for doing it another way. And like I said, if I do speedruns, 100% speedruns, that I'll use codes for. Because doing 100% my way, a speedrun of Animal Crossing my way, 100% my way, would be like 11 months. Because of the no time travel. Because the way I would, or about 11 months, because it would basically be, because, like, I think the longest stretch between holidays would be, like, January 1st, which is New Year's Day, to February 2nd, which is Groundhog Day. So what you do there is you would start it on February 2nd, as late in the day as you can while still be able to do the Groundhog Day stuff. Then go for the year, getting everything done, not missing anything, until January 1st, getting the whatever the New Year's Day stuff is, and then ending it. That would be... That'd be that. Okay, yeah, so I think we've got through all of Sable's dialogue. Because she's just kind of saying the same stuff today as she was yesterday. Balloon Pop speedrun. I'm not familiar enough with Balloon Pop to know. But if it's possible to speedrun it, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody has. People will speedrun all sorts of ridiculous stuff. You're like literally 100%ing, you know, yeah, every single thing, yeah. That Wild World and City Folk in succession, that is the plan. When I eventually finish 100%ing this one, Wild World next, then City Folk. City Folk will actually go, in theory, relatively... I mean, City Folk will probably still go a minimum of a year for whatever holiday stuff, but City Folk will actually have a leg up because of the fact that when you start City Folk, you can transfer over your catalog from Wild World. And in fact, that's something you have to do if you want 100% City Folk, because there's some stuff in City Folk you can only get by doing the catalog transfer. So, but because I'll have 100%ed Wild World, that means everything from the Wild World catalog that can transfer over will, and I'll have a huge leg up on City Folk there. How do you transfer it? I don't know. I mean, DS and the Wii can communicate with each other. Not through the internet. You just DS and the Wii connect wirelessly. Ooh, fossil number 4. Just one more. No, it's local wireless, no internet required. So. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. And, I mean, well, the official Nintendo servers for Wii and DS games have been shut down for years. There are fan-made servers, though, for the majority of DS and Wii games that have online. Including both Wild World and City Folk. So, anything for those games that does require online, I will still be able to do thanks to those fan-made servers. Because there are things that will require online for the 100% of those games. I don't know what exactly, but I know there is things that will require online. Which is why it's good that there are fan-made servers. Also, fossil number 5. We're alive. Played all the Animal Crossings. You think you put the most hours into City Folk. Interesting, yeah. I definitely put the most hours into this one. Second most hours into City Folk. And... or not City Folk, Pocket Camp. I haven't played City Folk. Most hours into this one, second most hours in Pocket Camp. And that's all I've played other than... well, I probably played, like... a minute... well, played, like, a minute or two of, like, Animal Crossing Clock and Animal Crossing Calculator on DSi, where... also, I'm just looking at my Animal Crossing game list here in my spreadsheet, and I just realized a typo that has been there for probably a very long... for probably years. And it was even, like, underlined in red, and although, to be fair, there's, like, multiple things that are underlined in red, because... actually, that I can change, because GameCube, the C is supposed to be uppercase. That's the underline in red. That's the word GameCube underlined in red, eShop, DSi, where... but the thing that was underlined was where it lists, like, Animal Crossing New Horizons in my list, and I had the I in Nintendo for, like, Nintendo Switch, but the I in Nintendo I had accidentally capitalized. Which is weird. How did that happen? Oh, no, never mind. That actually makes sense. Well, I mean, obviously it happened by me accidentally holding down shift, but I know why I didn't notice it, is what I mean. Yeah, in terms of main games, I've just played this one so far. Which is why the others will be interesting in that I'm going to be going into them, like, with a lot less knowledge. Yay, everything's perfect. Because, like, I played this one, you know, quite a bit long before I ever was working on this 100% and such, so I came into this one with already a decent chunk of knowledge. I mean, I'll like going into Wild World. I'll have some knowledge from having played this one and stuff that the games have in common, as well as like there's a few things I've picked up, just like heard about or read about or whatever and such. But a lot of things will just be completely new to me, which is going to be interesting. Hey, robot. Yes. Have great appreciation for the newer games. Yeah. Definitely looking forward to it whenever it happens. And not, half a year from now or longer. Also, I forgot to put this in the letter. I just realized. Also, so we did find all 5 fossils today, because probably the second one that we missed the last 2 days, because that was kind of in a spot. We got the money rock already, right? Right. Haven't got the glowing spot yet, and we still have to talk to a few of our villagers. We still haven't seen Bill, Bessie, or Goldie. Also haven't seen Caesar or Nate, but we haven't been by their houses yet, so that's less surprising. The thing is that the Wild World graphics are interesting compared to this game. I mean, yeah, it's a DS game, so it's obviously gonna be a bit more like I'm gonna say a bit more pixelated, but actually I don't even. Well, I'm not even sure exactly, because technically this is like N64 level graphics, and DS can pull off N64 level graphics. Smaller screen though, and probably lower resolution. So, yeah. Hey, Caesar, my friend. How's it going, Caesar Salad? What's going on? Red. Oh, you're running your own business? Okay. But, ooh. Whether I like it or not. Okay. Real sofa. Sure. 710 is pretty cheap. I'll go with that and I'll risk a higher price. Caesar and Robot. Yep, both pretty cool villagers. Yes. Of my current villagers... Ribot's definitely up there. I think Goldie's my favorite of my current villagers. Then Bangle, then Ribot. Then maybe Caesar or Punchy. It's a bit harder to tell after a while exactly, my exact placements. It'd be interesting to go through and like make like complete rankings of all of the Animal Crossing villagers. But all-time favorite villager? Alfonso. No question. Alfonso. What about you? Do you have one? Yeah, because Alfonso, his default clothing is the Big Bros shirt, the same one I'm wearing here, which is, Mario themed. And his default catchphrase is "It's a me," which is, the Mario catchphrase. So, that already gives him points, being Mario themed. Then on top of that, back when I was, younger and played this, me and like some of my friends, one of my brothers, like we had an Alfonso that just moved between like something like 5 of our villages. So just like kind of that whole like perfectly like encapsulating what Animal Crossing is, like with the whole, connectivity and, the villagers moving from town to town and, telling stories about the past villages he lived in, which were, each other's villages and such. And yeah. Yeah. He is grateful. Ooh, didn't mean to say that. I meant to talk. Yeah, that's an awesome story. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely... And whether or not that version of Alfonso still exists, I don't know. I have a version of Alfonso in my town of Praetoris, but that's not the one from back then. if I don't remember which town he ended up, town from back then he ended up. If it was one of my towns from back then, I don't still have that town from when I played this when I was a teenager. So but if he wound up in one of my other friends' towns, he might still exist. Like it might be if all of a sudden, you know, my buddy Andrew booted up one of his old towns, maybe that Alfonso still lives in one of those, or I don't know if my brother Evan still has his old town from back then. It could be in there, or I don't remember which other towns. I know I think my buddy Jared had one, but I know he's the one that I actually bought this game from, so I don't know if he still would have. He probably still wouldn't have a town. Hopper. Oh, yeah. Hopper's penguin. Hopper's definitely cool, yeah. Straight up mean, yeah. Told me make him feel like a bag of garbage in the morning. Oof. Well, here's Bill. We haven't talked to yet. What's new? Yes. You know, a duck being named Bill would be like a human being named Mouth. Okay. So we've talked to everyone except Goldie and Bessie, I think. Yeah, talked to everyone except for those two. Well, we'll go. First of all, go mail away my mail. Or a guy named Richard, nicknamed Dick. I mean, not really the same thing. And unless, you know, he talks out of his dick or something. Okay, what are we doing? Mailing a letter. We got these 5 letters to send, and then I think we'll run by Goldie and Bessie's houses again to see if they're back home yet. I'm not going to do another complete sweep of the village for them, but... So where that's 2 villagers that we, you know, somehow missed. Free appendage, yeah. Let's see here. So has Bessie returned home? No, still not in right now. And what about Goldie? No. Well, maybe they'll be back by the time I return. Oh wait, here's Bessie. I always assume that because they don't see me until now, that means I slept until now. And a dick joke could be made. I mean, you know. Oh yeah. Meanwhile, I've in fact been up since I've been awake since like 3 a.m. Kind of. I woke up at 3. Well, my first alarm was 3 a.m., which to wake me up and like so I could turn on my space heater so it was warm when I got out of bed. But then I probably like kind of fell back to sleep ish. I got out of bed around 10 to 4 because I had to walk to work today. Because I started at 5 a.m. today, and normally on a Wednesday I would be able to borrow my roommate's car, but it was in the shop or something to get tires changed or something. Just making sure I didn't pick up anything I shouldn't have. Yeah, we just have a bunch of stuff here to that we can sell yet. Nope. So, wasn't able to borrow it today. Nor was he able to give me a ride, because I think he had dropped... I think he dropped it off his parents yesterday, so they could bring it in or something. I don't know. It wasn't here this morning, regardless, so... couldn't even, like, give me a ride to work before he dropped it off or anything. Sell. But, you know, walking to work on occasion is not the end of the world. Even if it is like a 40 some minute walk. Okay, let's just grab my other stuff. This and this. I think that's all the junk. Everything else that's in here is supposed to be in here. Supposed to come to Vancouver this weekend for a family trip. Had to cancel it. Which part of Canada? I am in Manitoba, so pretty far from Vancouver. I'd like to sell. Yeah. Because Vancouver is obviously on the west coast. I'm like right smack dab in the middle of the continent. East-west wise. North-south, I don't know what the smack dab the middle of the continent would be. But east-west, this is definitely close to the middle. I think I know off the top of my head what the actual middle... Like, I think there's an actual town that is right at the exact center east-west, but I can't remember for certain. It's not my city. It's not the city I live in, though. It's not quite smack dab. Not like the exact center, but it's definitely, like, pretty much the center. This general area. Okay, yeah, let's go and deposit this money and then head over to Pretoris to pick up some more of my money. You know, considering how many weeks it's been since I last did turnip market stuff, the fact that I'm still bringing back my money from the last time I did turnip market stuff really says something about how much money I made from it. Heard jokes about Manitoba that it's like 90% water. Well, is that referring to like the various lakes and, like, you know, the fact that we have Hudson Bay as part of our, like, northeast border, northeast edge? Or is that, like, referring to the fact that, well, I don't know what else we'll be referring to. I guess, and the fact we have such big lakes. Or the fact that just we have a lot of mosquitoes, and mosquitoes, you know, lay their eggs in water. Only various sides like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Land mass compared to water mass ratio is definitely higher than most places. Very well might be. I've never really like thought about it too much or looked into what exactly it is compared to other places. got no face. Well, we're putting a globe on your face. Just one big-ass continent and then a smaller one up top. You are welcome. Okay, ooh, it's still raining. Was it raining here yesterday? I think. It's definitely been raining here recently, I know. Been a lot of rain. Not too much rain in my main town, but I've definitely been noticing a lot of rain when I travel to my other towns lately. First, just out of curiosity, anything on the message board? Nothing new. We found that the other day. Let's go check the lost and found. See if there's anything there. And then... It's a lot of money. Yes, indeed. Being lost? Oh, there's something lost. So right now the money is, you know, taking up the majority of these 2 acres. When I first did my turnip sale, however long I did this one, so this acre was completely filled, this acre was completely filled, this acre was completely filled. This acre was almost completely filled. Obviously there was nothing inside the dump itself, or that money would just, you know, disappeared. Garbage pickup. And then even outside it wasn't quite, I don't think completely filled, but it was definitely pretty close. But I've been slowly, you know, bringing the money back a bit at a time. Pair wardrobe. Why would you need a pair of wardrobes? Why don't you just got a single wardrobe? Huh? Okay. And I think we had Gulliver washed up ashore the other day, but we're gonna, you know, check. Just because I like checking for Gulliver. Nope, no Gulliver. And so I was mentioning earlier Alfonso. I do have an Alfonso in one of my towns. That's in this town right here, so... Ooh, close spot. So while I generally don't talk to the villagers in my secondary towns, Alfonso's one that I generally try to make the effort to go say hi to. I won't go, like, searching out the whole town for him, but, well, you know, check by his house, and otherwise, like, if I run into him as well, I'll say hi. Okay. What kind of impression? I'll go with I like it. Okay. And let's check the dump and Nooks, and then we'll grab a bunch of my money and head out. Ooh! Stationery. I do need more stationery. Airmail, standing stone. So I think the stationery I'm going to go put over here. So that we're going to keep, since we needed a second stack, but we'll just buy the other stack when we're back in Trantor. This way at least there's one less stack we need to buy. First, just out of curiosity, if I had turnips, 67, I wouldn't be selling them here today. if I had turnips between here and Trantor, I'd definitely be selling them in Trantor. But if I had turnips, I'd also be checking all my other towns as well. To see if I had a better place to sell them to make more profit. Okay. And let us go and pick up a bunch of our money to bring back home. Pockets are full. Well, we can grab a couple more bags if we go like that. And like that. And like that. Excellent. And that's all I can carry now. And we are good to head back. Yeah, I'm leaving. I know I feels like I just got here because I did just get here, but, you know, just running a couple errands there, Porter. Checking a few things, grabbing some of my money, and then heading back home. As you do. Okay. So, I'm just thinking now. What we're going to do, I mean, obviously we're going to do, you know, our standard stuff. We need to, order some stuff to bring to an islander for tomorrow. Do around a balloon fight. All that jazz. Obviously deposit the majority of this money. We go for about an hour already. Oh yeah, because I started late. I was like, wait, we're only going for an hour? It's already like 4:38. But that makes sense because we started like 40 minutes late, I suppose. But then as late as I was thinking I was going to start, but yeah. Okay, also... Oh, Static. Static just moved in, but he's not one of the ones we, well, still needed. No. Okay. So that is... And then as for who moved out... Oh, Caesar moved out. Okay. Bye, Caesar. Let's start. So I guess we'll also go say hi to Static and also see if Goldie's home yet. Oof, 248,585,955 bells. We are getting up there. Definitely getting up there. We will be depositing a bit more of that money, but I'm not sure exactly how much. So we do have some purchasing to make first, so let's go say hi to Static. Sorry. does make me sad if, like, you know, a villager that you previously had living here moves in at, like, random again. Because, like, obviously if they move back from another town, they still remember you. But if they just come back, like, randomly like this, they no longer remember you. Which I understand why, because they don't want to keep, like, you know... The game doesn't want to keep track of who all 218 villagers know. And understandably so. But... it's still kind of sad. Okay. Grab my stuff. Maple Leaf and Airmail. And we'll go say hi, or say, talk to Goldie if she's home. Again, we're not gonna like go do a full sweep of town, but we'll at least check by her house. Oh, and she is awesome. Yes. Goldie, I know what you're about to say, and I have been awake since like 3 a.m. Just because you're not seeing me until now does not mean I'm not awake until now. Especially interesting because like I've been playing for an hour at this point today, so like the game, you know, should know I've at least been playing for the past hour, so it shouldn't be like, oh, it's past 4 and did you sleep till now? You would think. Okay, first of all, let's just see what kind of stationery do you want to grab today. Winter, only if there's nothing better. Felt, maybe. I think that beats out winter. Rainy day. Still think Felt is winning. Hey, we'll go with Inky. We'll go with Inky. I don't know what the Inky looks like. But then let's just confirm that my catalog numbers are all accurate. Oh. We have to select the catalog for that. Should all be accurate, but let's just confirm that. 583 on furniture. Wallpaper is at 66, as is carpet. Clothing, 246. Items, 63. All 64 stationary. All 127 gyroids. All 25 fossils. And music is still at 46? Yeah. Okay, and then we have to order some stuff for one of our islanders. Where's my islanders list? Okay, so we want to order, first of all, a bird cage. Is that... See, I know a couple of places that might be. Oh no, this would be the bird house. We need a bird cage. That's in a different spot. Wait, did I see birdcage? There it is. Okay, then a glass top table. Where would that be? Some of this stuff is not easy to just think of off the top of my head where it is. I wish I could, like, scroll through this a bit slower. Because it's just like... Cause I can either go like this, which is a bit too slow, or like this, which is a bit too fast. Oh, well, blue vase is next, so that we know is at 324 at least. Oh, glass top table. So blue vase at least will be quick. So 324. Faster going from the bottom then. Not much faster because it's still around the middle, but slightly faster. Slightly. Ooh, almost stopped right on it. And then, oh, exotic chair. That'll be super easy to find. Barely an inconvenience. Because the exotic series is one of, like, you know, the main series, which they have those main series here at the beginning in alphabetical order. Exotic chair. There we go. Awesome. So then tomorrow we'll get that in and bring that to... Wait. Who's that stuff for again? We literally brought her stuff, other stuff yesterday. Alina, right. But yeah, we weren't able to order the stuff. We would have normally brought that stuff, ordered this stuff yesterday afterwards and then brought it to her, but because yesterday was the raffle day, we couldn't order anything at Nooks. Okay, now we can go deposit some more of this money, bringing our wallet down to 30,000, since that's what I like to keep it at. When we're ending, technically we're not ending yet, but we're not doing anything more that'll cause us to gain or spend money. $248,607,995. So we're about a quarter of the way to maxing out our savings account. About a quarter of the way. After, you know, playing the game for a year and a half. Hopefully, though, it's not going to take me another 4.5 years to finish maxing it out. It shouldn't. Like I said, it's just a matter of if we work at the turnip market more, we should be able to do it a lot faster. It's just a matter of, you know, doing that. And now for everyone's favorite part of the stream, I don't know if that's true. As I've said, you know, part of 100%ing Animal Crossing means 100%ing the NES games. So let's do a run of Balloon Fight. Last Wednesday, I had my best run ever to date. Got up to phase 76 total. Got up to 67 before I even died the first time. So, but then my subsequent attempts this past week since then have not been as nearly as good. So we'll see how it goes. Phase 3. Yeah, first 3 phases are generally not an issue. We can kind of steamroll through them. And we get our first bonus round. Which again, rarely an issue. We did have one recent time where the first round we messed up on, but generally, as I've said, first round, in order to not get a perfect, the first bonus round, we have to both play poorly and have the balloons coming out of, like, the order of the pipes they come out of being really bad. If it's just one or the other, I can usually, like, if it's just I make a mistake, I can usually recover from it. If it's just balloons coming out of a bad order, as long as I'm playing well, I can usually still manage. But we had a situation where both happened. Phase 5. We're alive. Fish food. Phase 6. Sorry, just had to cough a bit. And I figured it was a decent time to pause. Because, you know, sometimes I'm worried about pausing this game because, you know, there's always worry that when I unpause, I'm not going to be... Because, like, when you pause, all, like, you know, your character and the enemies and balloons here on the bonus round all disappear off the screen, so I'm going to lose track of where everything is. And when I'm unpaused, I'm just going to mess up is always the worry. But there we were in a fairly safe position. Sorry about the absence there, lost internet, but oh, no worries. We got a lot of rainstorms by recently. Same, honestly. We've been, I know, like, what was that, on Monday, I think, when I was streaming. Also, my roommate comes home from work, because I haven't been up, because on Monday, you know, I don't generally leave the house on days that I don't work, which Monday's a day I don't work. Roommate comes, so I had no idea what the weather was like outside as well, because, you know, I rent a basement, so while we have windows, I rarely actually look outside them. I don't know what the weather. So my roommate comes home and he's like, just so you know, there's thunderstorms starting up, so if the power suddenly goes out, that's why. Luckily it didn't, so still was able to do my full regular stream, but yeah. Nice, me and the fish getting almost simultaneous kills. Let's go. Yeah, so right now I'm just doing a balloon fight run here. Seeing how well I can do, how far I can get. Like, considering, you know, furthest I got without dying is phase 67, furthest I got at all is phase 76. It's unlikely that today will be the day I actually succeed at, you know, rolling over the phase counter, considering that happens after the equivalent of 256. So I've only gotten about a quarter of the way to my goal, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Every time I play, even if I don't make it further than I have before, every time I play is still practice. Still, you know, and I clearly need all the practice I can get. I think bonus round next? Yeah, so we get our balloon back. I have to I'd rather never lose a balloon, but if I have to lose a balloon, I prefer it to be on a phase that's evenly divisible by the number 3, because then the very next phase is going to be, right after that is going to be a bonus round, and I'll get my balloon back. Okay. Phase 13. I'm gonna head out. Obviously, yeah, no worries. Thanks again for stopping by, and have a good rest of your day. Okay, phase 15. Nice. Good stuff. Hey, Rainbow Squirrel, welcome in. Just doing a lurk? No worries. Enjoy the lurk. And I hope you're doing... I'm well, and I hope you are as well. Haven't seen you in a while. Other than I think maybe on Twitter. I feel like I liked one of your tweets recently or something. Okay. Where are we at? Phase 16 now, I think? Yeah. Pull back. Still alive, just life being about, yeah, no worries. I understand the inherent buttitude of life at times. Okay, phase 18. Nope, nope, get out of there. Don't want him being above me. Nope, get out of there. Don't want to be... Okay. Gotcha. Ooh, another bonus round. Time to calm down a bit. Okay, Eric, you're tensing up. Don't tense up. If you end up actually getting a successful run of this, it's going to take, like, you know, 3-ish hours, and you don't want to be tensed up for 3 hours. Now, this is unlikely to be that run, but in theory, it could be. Any run can be until it can't be. Which I mean is obvious. That's just the way language works. But oh, water. Food for our fish friend. 20. Ooh. Let's go. Ah, crap, crappity, crap, 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 crap. Okay, we're at the top. We didn't lose any balloons, despite not taking out anyone on our way up. But way's life been going like that. Okay. We'll go like that. Water? Water, excellent. bonus round. Another bonus for the round. Ooh, another perfect. Let's go. Phase 22. Excellent. 23. No, get out of there. Okay. Gotcha. 24. Excellent. We're moving, we're grooving. Got another bonus round. Yeah. Bonus rounds after every third phase was definitely a very nice thing for them to include in here. Another perfect already? Okay. Awesome. Awesome possum. Ah crap, 25. Okay, that was not too shabby at all. Very nice. Very not shabby. 26. Where's lightning going? Nope, nope. Stay above. Need you to. There we go. And excellent. Excellent. Not quite simultaneous kills between me and the fish, but close enough. Good stuff. Got another bonus round coming right at ya. No, we're missing one. Oof. Just one, I think. So we still got, yeah. So we still got 19. Not perfect, but you know, can't always get perfect. That's perfectly fine. It's not one of the requirements I have for my 100%. Phase 28. Let's go. 29. way too close. Okay. I think... Yeah, now we're okay. Whew. That was definitely a close call. Phase 30. Nose itch. So I'm pausing while it's relatively safe. Scratch and also take a sip of my drink. And that's what I meant by relatively safe. I meant like I was like a second away from finishing. Okay. See if we can't redeem ourselves from the last bonus round and get back to perfect. So far, so good. Perfect. See? We can do it. Okay. Phase 31. Good stuff, which is 32. Nope, let's go this way. Nope, that's good. Okay. Oh, let's go around. Good stuff. Then 33. Moving and grooving. Another bonus round. No, we're not getting perfect. Yeah, 19. When they do that alternating between two of them that are like 2 spaces apart, it's very tricky to get the timing right. 34. Let's go over here where it's not quite so crowded and not right next to a cloud. Okay. Gonna have to venture down here. Where are you, Scooby-Doo? Okay. Okay, fish is going to eat him. There we go. Just needed to stay alive. 35. Nope, I needed you to be lower. Where is bouncing? Which direction? Okay, that one's fine. Nope. Oh. $36. Relatively easier one compared to the last two. That could have been bad depending on which direction that lightning went. Okay. No, okay. Eric, stay calm. Bonus round right after this. just need to kill him. Okay, we got our balloon back now. Okay. Let's go. Keep up. Keep it up, Eric. You're doing well. 37. Damn it. Oh, I was trying not to get too close to that side, to the lightning there, but I was also trying not to ram into, I think it was this guy, or the other guy, I don't know which one of them it was, but... And I accidentally got too close to the lightning. Well... What is this, 37? Still, like, you know, while it's far from my best, it's still decent for my, like, current level. Yeah, right. It's 38, so that was 37. Like, because while I've gotten up to 67 without dying once, my second best was, like, up to 51 without dying, so, like, I don't know what my third best without dying was, but, you know. So this is honestly still probably, like, I won't be surprised if this is, like, top 5 for this we've made before our first death. Which is good, because, like, you know, yeah, it would be nice to make it even further, but hey, at least, like, it's consistency, like, because not every run is going to be, oof, 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 you know, a new record, or even getting close. Oof. Nope. I need you to lower down. Damn it. We might just be done here because this is a very hard situation. There we go. To deal with. 39. I'm glad though that happened after I'd already died once. Because if that had happened, like, and I hadn't died yet, like, because, like, the death I had was, you know, me, like, miscalculating distance, right? It sucks, but it happens. That second death there, that's just down to, like, you know, a situation that requires very... Like, that's not the bad luck of getting a situation that requires very precise movements and, like, there being very little... It's not a situation I'm very good at dealing with, so, like... It's a situation I don't get into very often, though, so just getting that situation, had I not died yet, would have been really frustrating. Well, I guess, actually, I should put it this way. Getting to that situation is something, like, because it gives you time to think. Because, like, the situation where I died, like, it happened, like, you know. I was playing, trying my best, and then suddenly I was dead. It sucks, but it is what it is. A situation where you... Again, happens, I messed up, but... A situation where you know you're probably gonna die... And just, like, you know, you have that knowledge, but you still have to go and do the thing to at least try. That's just frustrating when that happens. So I'm glad it didn't happen until after I'd already died once, and thus the run was already, you know, not the run. Still could have been a decent run. Could have, in theory, been a better run than what we had, but... It wasn't the run, the successful run at that point. Like I said, didn't think it was going to be. We've only made it like a quarter of the way to what I want to be making it to. This is going to be from whoever moved out. Caesar. Caesar Salad moved to Praetoris. Okay. Otherwise, I think we are done with Animal Crossing. We're going to be switching over to Star Wars. Knights of the Old Republic. Which, like I said, I haven't played in a number of weeks. Possibly months. It's been a while since we played last. So I'm going to go grab. Let's turn off that. There we go. I'm gonna go grab the game, swap over the cables, and start it up, and then we'll start playing it right away. So just give me like a minute or two to do that, and we should be good to go.